Hey Cancer, welcome back. Thank you so much for visiting my channel, and for those of you it's your first time, welcome. Today we're doing a reading specifically for designing a ritual so that during this full moon eclipse that we're going to be having tomorrow, you will have support in releasing something that will set you into a different momentum for this next 28 days, okay? So let's get started. The very first card for you, it just represents your present energies. So let's just cut this deck and see what we have. And we have I am beautiful. Have you been working on self-love, Cancer? Have you been focused on saying affirmations that affirm your own value? I am beautiful. This can be a hard call for a lot of people, and it can seem like the distance, like I look at the castle in the distance, the source of that light seems so far away, but look at the hands that are reaching toward her with so much love. So it shows me, Cancer, that this might be a challenge card for some of you that are watching, because maybe when you say the affirmation, it feels awkward or it doesn't feel real, or other people say that you're beautiful and you don't feel it. So this particular time for this release might be about some doubts about your what people think of you, or what's going on with your self-image. Okay, so let's take a look here. Our next card is what's coming toward you. What's coming toward you is the eternal light of love. Yes, yes, yes. Self-healing for sure. There's something going on here. This may be this isn't going to resonate with everyone, but there may be a disappointment either in love or in your finances that's been hard to deal with. I look at the angel, or the figure, holding that sword, holding the sword over her head, defending the truth of what she knows is true for herself. Okay, and I look at the circle around where there's all the astrological signs. It almost looks like a clock, but imagine how tiring it would be to hold that sword over your head. So the idea that what's coming toward you is rest, that you've been working so hard to hold something in place, hold a belief system in place, or holds a vision into place, and the eternal light of love is going to bring you rest and relief here when we do release whatever it is that you're being called to this beautiful full moon under the eclipse energy, which makes it more potent. Now, this is what you need to focus on to make sure that you're getting the love and the care that you need. And we have the Strength card. Okay, knowing that the divine is your backbone. When I look at this sword, it's in the opposite direction of the one here in what's coming forward. It's the exact opposite, right? And the sword itself is sitting in a nest of crystals. And so the crystals are supporting this sword. In this picture, the figure is supporting the sword. So there's going to be a big turnaround. You have so much strength, but the most important thing I want you to know, Cancer, is that your strength comes from love, from the love of your friends, your community, and also from the source of all love, the divine. All right, so strength is going to be what is going to be important. So for you, what makes you feel stronger? Does it make you feel stronger to dance? Does it make you feel stronger to get outside and walk? Nature is healing, right? What makes you feel stronger? That's what we're going to need to focus on. And that what we're giving up here is harmony. Okay, so you have had awe. When I see this figure, she's created this bubble around herself. It's like triple layered. And in safety. The only harmonics she likes to hear are the ones that she is creating. She's created herself this shelter, and it's like 1, 2, 3, 4 rings around her, right? And it's just so protected. And the harmony that she feels when she's alone keeps her feeling strong, right? So you go back here and she's getting her strength from her own company, right? She enjoys the harmony of herself and the divine. Now, why does she need to give that up? Because part of the reflection, part of being able to go to the next level of evolution, you need to be with people, all right? So it's the solitude of harmony that needs to be released, and the belief and the knowing that you are going to be able to be in harmony even when you're with other people. So sometimes Cancer likes to hide inside and spend time alone, but at this point there's something you're being called to be willing to go back out into circulation, knowing that you're going to be able to maintain that inner harmony no matter what. The outcome is that you're never alone. This is exactly the point, that your angels and spirit guides want you to know that you are not alone in this journey, and that whatever it is that you're this hesitation to go out and be with certain people, if it's fear-based, that's anti-harmony, right? It's anti-harmony. If you want, you might want to Google how to be anti-fragile. How to be anti-fragile. There's some good stuff out there on YouTube about that. But the idea of the confidence to know that once you release the need to be alone, almost like an obsession about it for some of you, that when you go out into public, you're going to know for sure that you're not alone, because you have worked hard to establish your connection with the divine. And look how close it is, right? When we look over here at this figure, and this figure, the divine energy is huge compared to her little self. But in this, they're the same. They're a match. So you're fully supported by the divine with this. So let's get our ritual going, all right? Let's set you up for success, Cancer. So I'm grabbing my moon cards, my Moonology manifesting deck, and we are going to set the ritual. Step number 1 for you is to gather some things, candles, flowers. I love to decorate my little table, but you don't have to be this fancy. But you do want to make it fun for yourselves, and taking the time, if you have any feathers, if you have any cards, bring your cards to the ritual for sure. But you want to create a pleasant surrounding. Secondly, you need a piece of paper and a pencil. You want to be able to fold the paper in half or draw a line down the center, and that I'll tell you exactly what we're going to do to create your ritual. So the cards for the base of it are release your blocks. Well, hello. Yes, we're all about flow and more flow. Secondly, we have tuning into the divine. Absolutely perfect with this card. Perfect. Tuning into the divine will give you all the strength you need. And then the last one is practice gratitude. The yes. Okay, so let's take a look now at our at our piece of paper. And the first thing that I want you to do in this is to make a list on the left side of the paper of anything that's hurt your feelings, any people or any business things or any individuals. You could even go way back in time. It could be your parents. It could be, for some of you, it might be years ago there was something that hurt your feelings, okay? So if there's a chance that any of those could be part of what's blocked, we want to write them down. So go ahead and do this afterwards. Take the time to just do an audit, hurt feelings audit. In fact, you can write that on the top of the column, hurt feelings audit. And anybody that's hurt your feelings over time, and you'll know, and be honest with yourself. It's like attuning to the divine as you do this inventory and set the intention of being objective. And just these people that hurt you for whatever reason they did, but this is in your past. And in order to feel your beauty, in order to feel how huge, your spirit and what you can offer the planet is absolutely immense, but you need to feel your own value. So we need to clean the cobwebs out, just sweep out anything that might be bothering you from the past, okay? So if you think about it, if it's flat and you have no emotional response, it's done. But if it's somebody that hurt your feelings, it'll come up. and then practicing gratitude. So what we're going to do on the right side of the paper is, and this is a little hard, okay, but there's always something positive about every environment that you have survived or every person that you've left in the past. So on the right side, Cancer, what you do is for each of those people or incidents, just write something that you can be grateful about, okay? Thinking of the environment or the person, it's kind of fake it till you make it, but you can say, I appreciate how that person blank. Pick something. I remember one time I was doing this, and the person that I was trying to think of something positive about, I could say, well, she always had beautiful nails, and I can appreciate her good taste, okay? So that's the part of just balancing out the painful people with something gracious and gratitude oriented. And then you're going to want to destroy this paper. That's what's going to bring the juice to the release. So you can carefully burn it in a burning bowl or outside on the grill. You could tear it or shred it, but you want to be able to take the remainders of this ritual and dispose of them. Like I like to put my ashes either out into the air or bury the remainders in the dirt outside. When I was in an apartment, I used a potted plant. But Cancer, this is a wonderful exercise to do. And at the bottom, oh yes, let's add a couple of intentions before you burn your paper. But at the bottom, you want to create an intention that might say, I am willing to release anything within me that's keeping me from letting go of hurt feelings, okay? I am willing to release any patterns that are within me that are keeping me from releasing old stories from the past. I am open and available to shift negative energies out so that I can harmonize easily when I'm out with lots of people. Okay, there's your ritual. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for listening, and I will look forward to talking to you in the next reading.